Hey, it's your reigning supreme, the dog queen. Welcome back to my channel. And it is time. You see the Powerpuff Girls back there? Finally, we have some dolls. There's Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup. Very excited because, these are so fun. So I'm very excited for these because ever since I was a little kid, I wanted Powerpuff Girl dolls. I even went around and my aunt went to Japan once, and I was like, please look for the Powerpuff Girl Z dolls, which you don't know were kind of cheapy dolls made out of the to make for the anime that came out. And I thought anime, they're in Japan. No, they were actually made in Spain. So yeah, it turns out that I just would never got those. So when I heard that OMG were finally making Powerpuff Girl dolls, I was like, I'm gonna have to snatch these up immediately. And that I did. I will say these are mildly disappointing, but overall I'm still really excited. I think Bubbles and Buttercup, they nailed it, even if we'll get into it with reused patterns and junk. But even with reused clothing patterns, these two are still really good. Blossom, they could have chosen a different LOL OMG doll to recreate, or a different top, because my issue is the top. But yeah, these are loosely inspired by the Clipsville episode, where there's a 2-minute clip, 1-minute clip of them as teenagers, and you see all of the annoying people have them as their profile picture. But yeah, we'll go over. Blossom is my favorite character, not my favorite doll. She's actually the worst, in my opinion, from the line. These are Slim Box dolls, so they are in the same packaging as the last edition of the Core 4 from OMG that we saw. And we just have this very simple shape and everything, a little window area. We have this weird artwork of Blossom, and I say it's weird because they try and blend OMG and the Powerpuff Girls style together, but the artist did not make the head oval enough, so it doesn't completely match. But they definitely tried. I think if they just fixed the head to be more oval, it would have been perfect. But we see the classic Powerpuff Girls logo right here, LOL OMG, and their little flying streaks, which, fun fact, each character has their own flying streak pattern on their box. So Blossoms has Blossom on the bottom, Buttercup in the center, Bubbles at the top, and then it shoots up to the side, which I think is really cool. And they have the little orbs in them that the reboot color streaks had. So Bubbles has circles and ovals, Buttercup says triangles, Blossom says rectangles. We can see this fun little font right here, very boxy, and kind of reminds me of Professor Utonium type of stuff. But yeah, similar font to that, but not exactly. Weird that they didn't capitalize the B though. Then we have this little picture of the Clipsville look of what they were inspired by. And then on the back it says 3 to collect, Buttercup right there, Blossom, and Bubbles. This all rotates with character as well, which if they just swapped these two would have been the correct order, but that is fine. And you can see the light streaks again. It says hashtag collect OMG. And this is Townsville in the back, but with a pink little gradient. Then LOL and Powerpuff Girls right there, rest of Townsville. Nothing on the top, and then the bottom there is the barcode if you want it. And then we just have a bunch of legal crap with Cartoon Network, Warner Bros, and then the 2 logos again. These are currently $21 on store shelves at Target, but if you go on Target online, this is as of, what is today, July 19th. Target has these up on their website for $19.99, so $20. So they just are up by $1 in Target stores. But I'm sure that the website will fix it by the time that this video goes up. And I don't know, because on MGA's website, they have these for $24.99. don't know if that's going to be reflective of the price that we see in Walmart and Target, or if it's just like Target is just selling them for a little cheaper. I have no clue. We will find out in the coming weeks when this video finally gets posted, and I can update y'all in the description. But yeah, then we have Bubbles, which, oh, it does says 8+ accessories for some reason. But yeah, we have Bubbles in her box. We have her artwork right here. Her light streak is Buttercup in the center, once again, but with Blossom at the top, Bubbles at the bottom. And then it goes out. There's the little picture. And then the back with Blossom and Bubbles swapped. Yeah, all the same stuff, but her background right here is blue, but everywhere else it's pink. So, meaning like right there. Oh yeah, and in the back of the box, it's metallic, like heart little rings for at the end of the episode when the day is saved. And then there's Bubbles barcode if you need it. And then lastly, Buttercup, which you can see the green hearts in the back. And then her light streak is the correct one with Bubbles, Blossom, then Buttercup. And then it shoots out right here. Logo. There's her picture, but she looks extra sassy. And then there's the back with the green Townsville. And then there is her barcode. So now we can get these bitches out of the box. So there they are, out of the box. Yeah. So firstly, they come with this little instruction book where it shows the 3 of them with the back of Blossom's box. And then all this does is tell you the contents that you get, how to assemble the stand, and then how to remove the hands. And that is quite literally it. So yeah, kind of useless, but whatever. So let's take a look at Blossom first. Blossom, like they each come with their stand, which is great. With Rainbow High axing their stands, I was scared that these weren't going to come with stands, and I was kind of prepared for it, but I'm so glad they did. And they all come with them in their signature colors, which I'm so glad, because Monster High like stopped doing signature color stands in G1 like after like 2 releases or so, 3, 4, something like that, 4 lines. But these still have personalized colored stands, which I love. Like it doesn't take that much effort to do a personalized colored stand, but it really just makes everything to come together. Yeah, so that's great. And it has the 2 different waist clips, and then she also has the matching OMG brush. Nothing new scolded to either of these. They're just the classic OMG stuff. And then we have, they each come with a sticker of the clip art that they used for the episode, or like from the episode. That is, did I say it was sticker? It is a sticker. So you can stick it whenever you want. I will probably just end up saving these, but if I were to put them anywhere, it'd be like on the feet or something. I don't know. I feel like that would be cute. And then we have her purse, which is really cute. You can see this like sewn texture, and then the phone and the coil that is in like a metallic red in the handle. And then we can see the face on there. This is like, obviously this is the hotline that Blossom answers whenever the mayor calls. Sometimes Buttercup or Bubbles answer it if Blossom's like not around, but it's mainly Blossom answering it. This is a great bag, and definitely the best of the 3 bags that we got. I don't know where 8 accessories, 8+ came from, unless you count the stand, both stand clips, the stand pole, the stand base, the brush, then the purse, the sticker, and then, is that it? That can't be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the fuck? Yeah, they literally said 8 plus accessories. And like if you count each piece of the stand individually, plus the other stuff that they come with, it still ends up being 7. So I don't know. Maybe there's a lawsuit in that. Who knows? But Blossom here has beautifully curled orange hair. Part of like this part is like unproductized, ungelled, and it is very soft, very nice and nylon. It's a blend of 2 different shades of orange, but it looks good. It looks more yellow on camera, but it is like a nice rich pumpkin orange, and it does match her like figure in the back over there. And for her, she has these rolled bangs in the front. They're not, oh, they are super rolled. I thought they were like, gonna stop a little bit. So yeah, they're super rolled bangs right there with 2 pieces that are also like extremely gelled. My issue is that Blossom's hair is usually flat bangs with little pieces in it. So I'll probably wet this and like split up the bangs a little bit. Maybe if I'm feeling adventurous, I'll unroll it and cut it, but I probably won't because rolled bangs does like match Blossom's aesthetic. They just need to be like a little broken up so it doesn't look as just that. And then half of her hair is pulled up here with like the loose ends like tied with like thread or something. It's weird. Which I plan on putting her hair up in a ponytail, like all of it. I don't know, makes more sense to me. I've always seen her as a ponytail girly. And then she has a red headband with the bow on it, which this is just hard plastic that is like pearlescent. It's fine. It does the job well. It looks like the bow. I think people are like, oh, I wish it was fabric. If it was fabric, it wouldn't stand up as tall as it needed to be the classic Blossom bow. So having it be a headband, I'm perfectly fine with. It's what I expected. And then her face, this is where people like hate or love these dolls, are the faces, because it is the classic OMG sculpt, but as you can see, it's very stylized eyes here to match the Powerpuff Girl eyes, as you can see back there. But they have black lines around them because, you know, they do that, like that's how they're drawn in the show. And then we have these like 3 long eyelashes. And I'm looking at them all and they all have like different eyelashes. Hers are like a thinner shape and go like down than up, like a puppy dog liner type of deal. Well, Bubbles and Buttercups are a little different, and I'll get into that. And then she has like some blush and red lips that matches the bow, and she is supposed to have a little bit of teeth showing, but as you can see, the white that they picked, it just was not opaque enough, which is weird, but you can see that'll be a problem on Bubbles as well. It's not a big deal, but there's just something there. My issue here is that I wanted there to be some purple eyeshadow up here, just like a little bit, because they have purple eyelids in the show. And as you can see, a Buttercup sticker, as we'll get into later, they definitely need like some purple eyeshadow. But there's just like none there, which kind of sucks. And then for her, she has these flower earrings. They're white with a little pink in the center. I don't know I'm not a big OMG girly. I have like a handful of their releases, so I don't know whose earrings these are. Sorry about that. And then for her top, this is a reused pattern from Wildflower, which I do have, so I will compare her. And we just have Wildflower's top, but it's all in this one shade of like this kind of see-through pink color. Or fabric, has the ruffles going on, different paneling. Obviously, like the corset piece was just kind of like a built-in part of the shirt this time. And we just have these like ruffled little shoulder straps. And then we have the sleeves, which are attached. I didn't know if they were detached this time, but yeah. or actually, I think Wildflowers are detached. These ones are attached. Anyways, same stuff, and there's like the same little ruching in the center with the same butterfly clip right there. Or like, it's weird. Why are you giving a butterfly thing on Blossom? Her thing is like hearts. I would have made this a heart one, but they just reused it from Wildflower, which is kind of lazy, not gonna lie. And then she does have painted nails, which is nice. They are red painted nails. They look great on her. Moving on with the pants, we have these that are basically Wildflowers, but like light version. So there's these red like faux denim. They're like, I don't know, how do you describe this? It's like khaki, like a khaki material. Very nice, with like working belt loops, the studs, the real pockets up here, real pockets back here. Like these are very, like, I don't care about the pants being a reused pattern. They like slightly altered it. It looks great. It's made like very well. I like the color being red. We have real bows right here, which is, yes, taken inspiration from Wildflower, but I'm looking at her right now and the bows are different. So there's at least that. Like I don't have a problem with these pants. They're executed great. And then we have her shoes, which are pearlescent pink. Kind of matches the stand. And these are taken from Wildflower. As you can see, big bows going around and butterflies, which I feel like she could have used a different pair of shoes, like some pumps or different bow-like shoes. I'm sure there's another character, because like the butterflies do not match Blossom. But yeah, that's kind of it for her, except for we have painted toenails, which that's really rare on dolls. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that is Blossom. Oh, and if you're curious about articulation, it's same OMG articulation with movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and then a click joint knee, as you can see. And that's like as far as you can get with the click joint. Not very far, but I appreciate that it's there. It at least works better than the Bratz click joint, because like the new Bratz that they're making right now, their click joints aren't the best. And then removable hands as well. So classic OMG stuff, and I deeply, deeply appreciate it because, yeah, Rainbow High has been like axing articulation and stuff, but glad that OMG still has it. Then moving on with Bubbles, people's favorite. I think she's at least the favorite character of the three, but her face, as you can see, is a little, they all have different glances. Bubbles' forward-facing glance people didn't like because she looked cross-eyed, since, yeah, I do agree though, she looks a little cross-eyed. They needed to like put these white parts a little bit further out. Yeah, they just did not know how to make a proper, like, she does look a little cross-eyed, and because like those three are looking forward, you can see that it can be done. They just didn't do it, and that's perfectly fine. Like this style of eye, I don't have an issue with. I think it's kind of cute, but I can understand like if people are upset about it. For her hair, she has two different shades. She has like a yellow blonde and like a lighter, more natural blonde in there as well. Whenever I say blonde, I just think of the JoJo Siwa when she's 2 video, or like, I don't know, like 8 or something. She's like, I'm a natural blonde, or I'm a natural brown, and my mom dyes my hair blonde ever since I was 2 or something like that. It was, I don't know. I don't know why I think of that, but I do. And I still feel bad for JoJo Siwa to this day, at least a little bit, because she did kind of abuse children. Sorry, ex-OMG Pop. But yeah, her hair is thatched throughout the center, a little bit of thatching here, because they wanted to do that classic Bubbles, like as you can see, the little swoop right there. So to do that, they just had these extra pieces that they pulled down right here, which definitely work. But I think what I might do is have these be like a little looser, just like loose strands in the front. I think that would be cute. But But yeah, her hair is tied up in 2 separate spots. We have here, and then there's a hair wrap as well. And then we have these like little bubble bead things in pearlescent blue, which you can just use these as like elastics instead of the like clear ones that are already on here. And this is taking inspiration from the 2016 series that added these to our character design. And then we have another loop right there. So it looks like a little like bubble braid type thing, which is cute. But this piece right here, heavily gelled. This piece right here, rock solid. So that's gonna be fun to wash. Same on both sides, but this is like even harshly gelled. Ugh. Then for her eyebrows, they're straight and darted, a little different from Blossom's. And then her eyelashes flick up a little bit and I think yeah, they're like the same thickness, but they curve up a little more, and are shorter. So fun. And then she has a nice little pink corally lip with her little teeth like slightly visible. Then we have these earrings, which are light blue, like kind of bubble wand looking earrings. I have no idea whose these came from, so my bad. But we have her outfit, which is reused from Trendsetter, who I do not own. They tacked the outfit right here, which is like, ugh, but I understand. I do not own Trendsetter, so this is my first rendition of the outfit, so it's not like I'm too bothered by it. But we have this like satiny top right here. It's not the best material. It's a lot better than like Mattel's paper satin, but it's fine. And it's not hemmed, it's just laser cut at the bottom, which I don't like, but it's like sewn in right there. So if this ever frays a lot, I can just cut it to be shorter and it's not a big deal. But we have these like little shapes and stuff of different things, of like rainbows, bunnies, hearts, stars, ice cream, butterflies, just all cute things like that. I think it's the everything nice when that's being dumped in to the pot in the intro, maybe. But we do have a little poodle right there as well. And it's just like a little halter, pretty cute. And then we have this little jacket right here, which is definitely a Bubbles-esque jacket. I don't really care if you're like, Bubbles would never wear this. Yes, the fuck she would. If she was in the 2000s, which, if she was a teen in the 2000s, she'd definitely be wearing a cute ass tracksuit like this. Get into it. So we have this like cropped sleeved hoodie right here with some like baby blue right here and like light blue right here. Some drawstrings. The ribbing is nice. We have a whole hoodie in the back. It's a faux hoodie, but it is made out of actual like what do you even call that? Like a thicker material that would actually be used for hoods. It's like hoodies. It's really nice. We have like faux zipper tracks right here with zipper pole. Like this is very nice clothing. Like if you compare this like level of quality of clothing to Mattel, it's like night and day. And then we have these little like faux drawstrings right here, faux pockets sewn in right here. And then these pants flare out just like Blossom's. But her little pant leg right here has these little yellow flowers on them because that is what her show design had. And then as you can see, they're like different blues right here, but it all still goes together very well. Like this is a pretty damn cute outfit. Bubbles is definitely a Paris Hilton tracksuit type of girly. And then she has these little ankle boots that are like, I don't even know. They're like go-go boot style, which is interesting. I think she should have came with like Vans or some sort of shoe like that, maybe a wedge. I don't understand this shoe choice, but it's mainly covered up by the pants, so I don't really care that much. But we have dark blue heels and like pearlescent white for everything else. Buckles are painted, pretty nice quality. And then her fingernails are painted pink. So great, yeah. And so they match her lips. but they're metallic pink instead. So that is very nice. Love that. And for her stuff, obviously she has the whole stand and stuff in this translucent light blue. And then she also has her sticker, which as you can see here, she has like pretty close matching pants. She just has a different top on. So yeah, that's not bad. And then she's supposed to have higher pigtails in this, but again, don't really care that much. She has the most disappointing bag, as this is just a circle with metallic purple stuff going on and a printed face of her plush Octi. Octi is like Bubbles' favorite stuffed animal. She's always with it. And it's just really disappointing that we didn't get a whole Octi sculpt with like a chain on it as like a plush bag or whatever, but we just got this with the face just slapped onto it. Like, even if it was this shape, we should have had a little like chains or like strings or tassels or something, and a little top hat. Like, this is just so disappointing. And as we saw with the LOL tots, she comes with the fully sculpted Octi in the tots. So all they had to do was take that sculpt, add these little chain straps on it, and you're done. Like, it was like such an easy mark to make, and they missed somehow. So that's disappointing. But I will still pose her with it. But I am disappointed in that. And then lastly, we have Buttercup, who is actually my favorite. Like, they actually did really good with Buttercup. So starting off, we have her brush, which is this like translucent, bright neon green color that matches our stand. And then we have her sticker, which, as you can see, half closed eyes, and they are purple for right there. So I think the purple eyeshadow really would have helped them. Yeah, and then she wears pants like similar to what Bubbles are wearing on the doll. And then a top that is similar to the one she's wearing now. But she got different pants, which I'm cool with. They fit her style pretty well. Not mad about that. And then her bag is okay. It's just this little, like, at least it's painted on both sides, which I appreciate. And it's like mirrored. But it's the little heart logo thing at the very end of the episode with the yellow stars, and it's like the day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. We have the chains right here, pearlescent paint all around, which all of them can open if you want to put their non-existent accessories in there. But yeah, it's fine. It's not like the best purse ever. Buttercup, I feel like, would wear more of a backpack, and if she did come with a purse, that's not what I would pick. I would like think of something more out of the box, like maybe reference her blanket, or that's like the only thing that she carries around a lot. I don't know. I feel like there was a better look. But for Buttercup, we have her hair, which is longer than I thought it would be. They made it like this about the same length as the other girls, but they put gel in it to try and like do her flip up style that we saw in the clip art, but you know, didn't really work out too well. She's the one where like you really need to wash her hair. And then we have these straight pieces right here that are like thinned out little bang pieces, which look great. And then we have these blunt bangs that have a little bit of, like, they have a fuck ton of gel in it, but it's like a little bit of a split. What I'm gonna do is wash the rest of her hair, including these portions, I think, maybe. I don't know. Probably wash like up to here, and then I'll just wet this area and like split this, so then it can stay as like the split hair thing, so it goes further like that. I think it'd be cute. But yeah, she just has black hair, nothing, no extra dimension to it, which is fine, but that's what it is in the show. Her eyelashes are a little different. They're similar to Bubbles in that they flick up a lot, but they're even shorter. So, which makes sense. She is looking to the left, Blossom is looking to the right. And then her eyebrows are thicker and straight and thick. they look great. No qualms with her eyelashes or eyebrows. All the paint looks good. She has these coral pink lips. They're very like a natural tone, like she's not really wearing any makeup, which is very in tune with her style. Then for everything else, we have this outfit, which is reused from Skate Park Cutie, which before these was my absolute favorite OMG. So of course I don't care that they reused this. But we have this like white ribbed shirt for the underneath part, like turtleneck, and then we have this little tee over it that is like an olive green color with an orange corally like reddish 7, which is shown in the clip art, so pretty nice. And then her earrings are just these simple hoops. Again, I have no idea who these came from. Maybe Trendsetter? I don't remember, but hoops are fine. I think I would have gone with star studs for her instead, but yeah, these work too. And then for her pants, we have this like dark wash, or this wash denim, to where it's like, looks like it's like nice doll denim, but it has this like green tint to it. So I don't know, that's pretty cool. But it has all the like bells and whistles that make great doll pants, with real working belt loops, decorative stitching, real pockets, and then real back pockets with even decorative stitching in the back. Really nice. And then she has this like pleather belt that has this buckle right here and all of these studs glued onto it, and it's really nice. Like this belt, so good. And then we have this actual like chain going across here on her side. Like this is insane. Like this is such nice quality. So yeah, of course Buttercup like clears the other two, because this is like, this belt and chain piece is like such nice quality. And then moving on with her shoes, she just has some black little Converse shoes with checker print wedges. They're like about the same as what Skate Park Cutie came with. And then her nails are the coral red color to match this, which I'm cool with. At first glance, I thought they all had red nails, or like very similar nails, but they are different. So that is good to know. And then we can do little comparisons now. So Bubbles has to sit back for this. So we'll start off with Blossom. So as you can see, they took inspiration with Wildflower's hair. And then they also took her top, minus the corset, obviously. So you can see like the exact same build to it. But Wildflowers had different, like these were separate pieces. Blossoms, this is all one piece and doesn't have any extra trims on hers, which is kind of mildly disappointing. And then for pants, they are very similar, but instead of having this like U cut at the end, it just goes straight into a flat cut. Different size bows going on, with Blossoms having little like triangle cuts at the end. And then no ribbon on the sides, or like no, what is that called? Lace on the sides, and no lace on the bottom. And then her shoes are just unpainted, translucent pink versions of these. Yeah, Blossom really got, like, pretty much they took Wildflower's outfit and said, let's make it a little bit downgraded and worse, and then bam. But even in the downgraded version, her outfit is still better than, like, higher quality than what Mattel puts out, but not as nicely designed as what they can put out, you know? And then Buttercup and Skate Park Cutie. As you can see, very, like, pretty much similar stuff going on, even, like, similar chain on the sides, except, actually, they're different types of chains, but they still have it each. And Buttercup's belt is actually more detailed with actual studs versus the printed ones on her. But she has cuts and netting in her denim, while Buttercup doesn't. And then as you can see, the shoes are almost, like, they're pretty similar, but Buttercup's checkers are a little larger, and she doesn't have them on the toes. But yeah, these are quite similar, and I don't mind, as both make it work in their own right. But Skate Park Cutie, let's see, these are two separate pieces. And then Buttercup, we have just just one singular piece. Unfortunately, not 2 layers, which does suck, but I understand because this was an IP collab. They're able to make it $20, but with tariffs, it ended up being pushed up to $21. Who knows if it's going to be pushed up to $25? But the original cut is like the same as, like, cheaper than a core doll. And it still has the IP attached. So that's why we have sewn together pieces here, no trims, and reused patterns. But they're still outfits that work for the character, are simplistic, which matches the art style, and still have that nice quality that we know from OMG. So I'm okay with these, but I would have preferred a $25 release with brand new outfits that suit the dolls even better than what we got, especially for Miss Blossom, which that's why I ordered like a sweater vest and stuff from La Rose from her, so I could put them on Blossom. But yeah, that is going to be it. As a Powerpuff Girl fan, these are great. I'm very excited to own these, finally have some Powerpuff Girl dolls in my collection. I did make Rainbow High Customs, but that's on my Instagram that I don't use anymore, but I didn't delete the page. So, yeah, the last critique that I have is that the glances. Buttercup is fine. Blossom and Bubbles should have swapped because Blossom is always put in the center. She should be looking forward. So it looks the best when you have it like this. Like the eyes look all together like this, but that's not how you're supposed to arrange them. So yeah, just a slight oversight, but it's okay. It's not the biggest deal. And I definitely think for $20 being an IP, or $21 being IP stuff going on, definitely worth it. But you can always wait for a sale like I did. I got 20% off because of a Target coupon or whatever. Got these for $17 each, which steal. So there's always Target sales going on. Don't pay these tariff prices. Just wait. I promise you. Join Target Circle. You'll get 20% off of like full purchases and stuff. So you can buy as many dolls as you want and get 20% off of that, as long as it's one purchase. Little hack for you. So from me, Supreme Supreme, I grant you a wonderful, glorious, fantabulous day. Toodles.